here with Title Sports Network. I'm in Paris with the one and only legend himself, Chael Sonnen.
Well, thank you very much. And we are in Paris. Yes, they're lucky to have us.
They are so lucky to have us. So tomorrow night is going down. What are you looking forward to? What fights? I want undercard fights as well.
Come on. Well, okay, so you have to understand, Aspen Ladd being the second fight of the show, Aspen Ladd is one of the greats. I got catfished one time. Do you know that expression? You talking about catfish? I got catfished by Aspen Ladd.
How?
DM, something the kids used to call Twitter, now they call it X. I was communicating with her for about 2 years. I thought I had a pen pal. I never met her. Thought I had a pen pal in Aspen Ladd. Turns out it was a publicist who now we stay in contact with. Like, we made friends through that way. I don't know if you're supposed to, but that's a true story.
So they catfished you and you just forgave them?
Yeah, I forgave her because she said she wasn't trying to catfish me. She's like, I thought you knew from the beginning. She's like, I didn't know it was really you. I'm a publicist. I figured I was talking to your publicist, which I kind of understood. But at any rate, now every time Aspen fights, I feel like it's my friend. Even if it was made up, it felt real to me.
Does she know this story?
Badass haircut, by the way.
Thank you. So I just cut off recently.
My wife just told me, she said, I gotta get cleaned up. I've been trying to find a barber in town, but it's hard to book an appointment over here when they don't understand what you're saying. What are we talking about? Okay, I like the Aspen Ladd fight. Yeah. You want to know what, though? That main event, not for nothing, that is a rematch. Magomedov has beaten everybody in between. Like, nobody wants to fight Patchy Mix except Magomedov. Everybody else asked for the fight, or they're willing to do the fight when Mike Hogan offers it to him. No. He really wants to fight. He fought everybody in between. He thinks he can have a different outcome. He thinks he got caught. He thinks he got caught in a guillotine, and Patchy Mix thinks that is an insult to say that because he said, and I quote, I tapped out 15 other guys with that same choke. Not for nothing. That's the fight.
That is the fight. And coming up, we've also got the undisputed heavyweight title in Saudi. Who do you have there?
Okay, I have Fury. I think the Fury is fantastic. He had a difficult night with Francis Ngannou, and you can look at it a few different ways. One of them is what a great job Francis did. But one that gets missed is when you find yourself in a fight that's harder than you thought it was going to be. It's very hard in that moment. People love to say, well, he didn't train hard enough or he didn't take him serious enough. Okay, great. There's some truth to that, but if it goes the distance and you were able on a bad night while not training to hold up, to stand in front of Francis Ngannou and find a way 30 minutes later to get your hand raised, there's an honor in that. There's an adversity in that. That's what fighting is about. I think that Fury should have been proud of that. Francis, very proud as well, but I think that Fury had no shame in that victory. It was a victory, for goodness sakes.
Definitely. And one fight that everyone is looking forward to is the return of Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler. How do you think that's going to go?
Well, it's interesting. Michael Chandler might be the most disciplined guy in the sport. Conor McGregor might be the most undisciplined guy in the sport. Like, it's one of those things as a human being. You don't get better at something by not doing it. And I just think that's a big favor to Michael Chandler. Now, 170-pound, juiced up Conor McGregor, it's a different story. I don't know. Training hard, cocaine, steroids. I've never tried the combo. Maybe it's a good one. But I don't know. Like I'm saying, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Like my colleague Joe said, we're from the UK. We're really excited about the return of Darren Till. Even if it's in boxing, what do you make of it?
It surprises me. I mean, you guys have really stayed with Till, and Till has stayed with you guys. It's hard to do. To keep an audience like Till in, I don't know if you call it a retirement, if he's come back from retirement, or it's just
he's only 30 years old, right?
I fully agree. When Darren Till got his run and he got started over Cowboy Cerrone in that big upset, he was only 24 at the time. Like, he might seem like a veteran because he had some main events and some really big fights. Darren Till's changing weight classes, which I think is good, and Darren Till is changing a style, which is more suit to him, which is just a basic fisticuffs. I mean, I like the idea, but his ability to keep and engage the fans, even in a hiatus, I've really never seen anybody, aside from Conor McGregor, I've never seen anybody able to do and manage that as well as Darren Till.
Do you follow him on Instagram? I feel like it's a big part of it.
Did that sound like an insult? I meant that actually as a compliment.
No, I think it's a compliment. I think he's just like really funny, and you can just tell that he's a real person. I think that really relates to the audience.
Is that what it is? Okay, very good. I spoke to him one time. I called him up. We never spoke before, and it's through like WhatsApp, and I got his number from somebody else, and he didn't know why I was calling. He answered the phone. I've always thought he was a nice guy, so I always find myself cheering for Darren Till. It's those small things in life, though, right? It's those little things that get you over the hump. So, yeah, man, if Till's coming back, I'm excited to watch him.
Thank you so much for your time. And, yeah, have a good one tomorrow.
Like, everybody says thank you for your time, but they don't all mean it. That was very sincere. You were happy to talk to me.
I was really happy to talk to you. That was a great interview. And you're great. I look forward to many interviews to come with you.
I believe that. I believe some people...
Because I don't chat shit. I'm real.
Chael fan.